Hiya guys, it's Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3. I'm continuing my Skarsnik 100 turn head start campaign. Just before we get into the video, this is as of this morning, so it's not changed a drastic amount really. But if you are in the unsubscribe percentage, could you please hit the sub button for me? I continue to need to ask for your support because if I can get 1,000 subscribers, I'm literally on the YouTube partner program. So I just need a bit of support from some of you in this percentage here to make this one a bit bigger, and then I'm on the partner program. I'd really appreciate it if you support me. Thank you very much. With that said, let's get into the video. I'm going to beat these noobs because apparently for some reason in a Ferric victory I lose like 12 units of skulkers, which I don't see that happening. If an unlucky and he gets a lot of units free firing, even though he hasn't got a lot of free firing units, I might maybe lose 1 or 2 units of skulkers. Other than that, he's not going to be wiping out 12 units. We did take a little bit of a setback though in the last one because we had a difficult fight against like 2.5 Empire armies. And we did lose Grogu, my second highest ranking general. He's not dead because he's immortal, but he is wounded. So once he's back, I need to get him back in the army. But it depends if I get attacked between now and then, because he'll be gone for like 4 or 5 turns. So more than likely we are going to get attacked, which is going to be a problem. Right. Well, before we attack this army though, we do definitely want our reinforcements. So since our reinforcements come on there, we're going to hit these from 2 sides. And see, he should take up defensive because he's got a Hellstorm rocket battery. Right. That's a far range, Jesus. Right. But these, on the other hand, can get quite a lot closer. I just need these to get as close as they can without being shot or discovered. Because once they're discovered, then the Hellstorms are going to open up. And Hellstorms do a lot of damage to infantry. Right. So what I'm going to do now is, since these boys are slow as fuck, there we go. It does a bit of damage. Not a massive amount, in all honesty. Right, now what we want to do is, we want to get these revealed first. And this is going to create a cascade of failure. Because then they're going to try and move. And they're going to have to stop shooting. And as they're moving, I'm going to send the other line forward. They don't do much against single entities at all. Right, okay, that's what I wanted. Pause that there. Right. Or actually, they might move round. They do that. And that's it. And the formation all moves, collapses, and runs straight into the next one. We don't like even fights as gobbles. Let's overwhelm them. And I was going to lose 12 units in auto-resolve to this shit. Actually, I ain't going to run these down either. Because they've already retreated once, he's dead. %, 70%, 70%. Not quite 50. Same there. Maybe 30%. And the thing is, most of these haven't got the rank 7 trait, which would give them another 10% physical resistance. Instead of 15% overall. Great swords can make a good account of themselves. I would expect that. They're armoured, anti-infantry and armour piercing. And when they're armour piercing against a unit that hasn't got much armour, I believe they do even more damage. But skulkers are also armour piercing, so their armour, it's not worth nothing, but it's worth a lot less against something that's armour piercing like skulkers. And the problem is they've got the wrong type of leader leading them. Huntsman generals are the worst generals you could ever recruit as the Empire. Ever. Just never recruit this shit. They're absolute garbage. You've got 3 other options. Empire General, you can put him on a griffin. There's a big flying melee target that's quite nasty when he's beefed out. You've got an Archlector, where you can put on his chariot. He gives a bunch of buffs to your combat troops around him. He's also pretty good. And then you've got a Archmage who can ride a thing on a Pegasus. Again, they just fly around casting spells, like Balthazar Gel does. Any of those 3 are more viable than this. They're just not worth taking at all. So if you're ever in a game where the AI's got a lot of these generals, even if the armour looks quite nasty, count yourself lucky, because them generals are the worst. They can't fight for shit in combat. I don't think they've got any mounts. They're just garbage. And if it's the only character they've got in the army, which they sometimes do have, they just have a lord, just be glad that it's not a spellcaster or someone on a terror-causing griffin. That would cause way more damage to your army, especially if your army's got low leadership like mine. Because that means if a unit's about to break, and there's a terror-causing guy and a griffin nearby, rather than they're about to break, they do break. And second army pretty much unscathed. That's both his Storms as well, that's good. Both his other range units, also good. Well, then again, they're dead, I think, anyway, aren't they? Yeah, they're dead. So they're all dead. He lost everything.
Anything you say. Nasty magic ready.
Now, I've got this guy here.
On the way. I'll ignore that.
He actually won't be able to reach us.
The tribe's ready.
Yeah, that one. And what I've done today is I made a bit of a tricky decision, a hard decision. I know the Shadows of Change patch is coming out. I know it's not adding in a brand new faction, but it's adding in 2 new legendary lords. It's adding in Yuan Bao, which should be central waging, Cathay in waging. He's the legendary lord who leads there, and the Changeling. I didn't expect the Changeling to be added in just yet, but that is who they're adding in. When the Shadows of Change patch comes out, if this campaign isn't completed by then I will basically just call it like a moral victory. So if they can't kill me and I can't wipe out Belagor Ironhammer, I'm not going to continue it on for an obscene amount of time. Obviously, 100 turn head start campaigns are designed to be longer campaigns. They're designed to take time, but I do want to play other campaigns as well. So I'm not going to play it to a point where it's ridiculous, because there's other ones I do want to play. Because in all likelihood, I mean, I finished my Bretonia campaign, I've finished my Kislev campaign, and I'm probably going to finish my Kugath campaign before I finish this Skarsnik campaign. So I do want to get on to some other ones as well. Building upgrade available. Black Crag. I thought I'd already upgraded that. Maybe I was wrong.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks. What you want? Get going. Night Gobbo war boss.
What? Oh no, it's the Shaman. The Shaman can't do anything with his skill points. Yes, I beat these 2 Empire armies last time. But there's a Dwarf army there. There's another Dwarf army there. There's a half-stack Dwarf army there. There's another full Dwarf army there. There's another full Balthazar Gelt army there. There's lots of armies amassing. And then we've got a similar story here as well.
Now they'll see.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
I mean, at least these Giant Slayers are unranked.
Not like
They're still dangerous, but at least they're unranked. Where you look at fucking Ungrims again, they're all somehow back at rank fucking 6. I don't know how they're back at rank 6. I'm fairly certain he can't recruit them that high rank. Or maybe he can from the Slayer Shrine in Karak Kadrin. Of the factions I'm playing though, all of my factions have got what I like to call a degree of surety in their units. The units can all be, fairly decent with their leadership, and they've got fairly good stats. So you've got nice reliable units in almost every faction that I play, with the exception of probably two. One being the Greenskins. That's throughout their entire campaign. They've got odd ones here and there, but it's not as viable to include them in armies. And then the other one is Bretonnians. Bretonnians, don't get me wrong, can have really good, amazing troops, but you've got to get to them first. And while you're stuck with like your lower tier knights or even worse your peasants, it's not good. Once you get to your knights, you're fine. Then you're like every other faction, you've got your degree of surety, because you're not gonna lose battles with those types of units. Okay. Well, that said he couldn't make it in forced march. So how did he make it in normal movement? Alright. Well, I can nullify all his range units pretty much from the outset, so that's not a problem. But he's got 3 units of greatswords that, as we see, are going to trade well against skulkers. He's got that unit which I think is the unbreakable one, so they're going to have to be killed to the last man. His general's on a griffin, again a much bigger threat, and is terror causing. And then you've obviously got warbear cavalry, which are also a problem. They come on in 1 minute and 3 seconds. General's high level as well, as level 42. Fucking hell. Oh no, it's this general as well. Oh, bollocks. Right, warbear riders apparently aren't classed as a big threat against him. He's like a super heavy. He's too much for them. Well, unfortunately here, we might, and I do emphasise might, lose some guys. Purely because I've got units that are injured. They're not fully intact from the outset. Right. That now says high thread, that's weird. Okay. Not flagellants, because flagellants are unbreakable. We'll just focus on the units we can break. If we can break his army, we'll do it flagellants and that unbreakable unit of great swords at the end. I mean, we'll have to fight them now and try and whittle them down. They come on in a minute and 2 seconds. Well, his artillery ain't going to do jack shit, I'll make sure of that. Who's firing and how are they firing? Get all of them. Don't let the fuckers free fire. Oh shit. Think about it. Where's the bear cavalry? Bear cavalry? I've got no idea where the bear cavalry have gone to. Are they dead? They're dead, we need to get him up there. Right. Put those two on. Huh? Oh, fuck. General's unbreakable.
Right shaven!
Okay.
Moving fast!
Apparently he likes fighting my rogue idol. I don't know why, because that's not a good matchup for him. Get him out of there if possible. You.
Moving fast! Stickers ready!
No, he's not unbreakable anymore. There. Okay. Fuck. And mop up the floor with the bastard. I think everything's dead except the general, who obviously once he takes to the skies on his griffin, you can't catch him. We've got nothing to get him. And unlike when you have a flying unit, as most players will know, try having a flying unit that's in combat and then try getting it out of combat. It is the most annoying thing ever when literally all the thing's got to do is flap its bleeding wings up into the sky. It's not like it requires a runway. It can fly just vertically. Just flaps up and goes. It's not a fucking F-16. I might have lost one unit. But one's better than loads. Especially against this shit. To be fair, the flagellants there traded quite well. But I suppose it's because they're also unbreakable. So they get the maximum amount of fight time. The main things I like to make sure of is that all their ranged units are gone, especially artillery. So even if the army does come back at some point to fight, it's missing those key units. And they've generally either got to wait longer to recruit those, or they've got to go further afield to recruit them. I didn't lose the unit. Oh, I'm just above it. I will take the replenishment. That's right, pussies, run away. They might lose their captain to attrition. I think they actually are going to lose the captain to attrition. Balthazar gets backed off. It's fine. That one's not though. Probably just going to raid from there. Yeah. They're backing off. That's weird as well that they're backing off because they recruited those there. They're backing off as well. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Strange. I don't understand it, but okay. What's this? Oh, the dwarves are attacking Tower Gorgoth. What is this? Oh, I think this is a city. He hasn't got amazing units, but then again, apart from like the odd ones, neither has he. And obviously the characters. %40 missile resistance. Good God. Well, none of them are unbreakable apart from the Slayers. So Slayers, if need be, we can always kill the Slayers at end. I've just got to make sure they don't get near my Trolls. My Trolls can kill his armoured units pretty well, like Iron Breakers. They actually do really well against things like those. And even the Hammers. Hammers obviously can dish it out as well, because they do a lot of damage. But we'll fight this battle then for next time. It's all I can do, otherwise these parts are going to start to get really, really long. So if I want to keep the video short for you guys, or shorter, I'm going to have to play it by ear with these things. Because I potentially can win this fight, I don't just want to concede a city for no reason to these. And all it does then is give them another recruiting station, where I don't want them to have one, really. If we lose it anyway, we'll lose it, but I'm willing to fight it first. Right, well I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you are new around here, please drop a sub, help grow the channel. Or if you're one of my viewers who's been watching a hell of a lot of the content, because you guys have, please hit that sub button, help the channel grow. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm on the partner program. I'd really appreciate your help getting there. Take care everyone, have a great day.